A very warm and loving hello to all of you, and welcome to a new Love Oracle Love Tarot reading. Today, we're going to take a look at your special someone, your desired partner. What's going on there? What's happening inside him? Caution. In your direction, maybe you're asking yourself, have you already let me go completely? Is it already over and done with? What's going on inside him? And this question is eating away at you, this uncertainty when you don't know what's going on. Maybe he doesn't say anything and you two are still in contact, or you have no contact at all and you don't hear anything from him anymore. Or maybe you hear something from others and you think, well, okay, he's already completely kicked me out of his life. And now let's take a look. Has he already completely let you go? A very warm hello to all of you again, and a huge, huge thank you for your heartfelt, lovely comments once more. Every day, I am delighted all over again. You are so wonderful. You are absolutely sweet as sugar. Thank you for being here. And you can always at any time gladly write suggestions for reading for the collective in the comments. But please always be specific. So, for example, if someone writes, or if you have the topic, will he stop doing that? Stop what? So please also write in what exactly he's supposed to stop doing. For example, it always comes down to details because the energies, the cards, they want details about what exactly this is about. And when I have the details of the question, we can go deeper and get a more profound answer each time. So now I would say, let's get started. But it's very important to remember, we're talking about the collective here. This is about your counterpart, whether male or female. A collective reading can't apply to everyone, so please always adapt it to your own situation. And take from this what fits your situation. If something comes up or is said that doesn't apply to you, that's perfectly fine, okay? You can feel for yourself whether the reading resonates with you. Can you connect with it? But now, let's go. Let's finally get started. All right, let's take a look. So, what's actually going on with him when it comes to you? Has he already completely let go of you? Let's see what's on his mind. Yes. Here, it could really be that your counterpart may not have been faithful or wasn't loyal to your connection, to your contact, your relationship. That this has been a really big issue for him or her. Because here it's about standing by you above all. That he didn't fully stand by you. Maybe that's what led to a breakup. That he ended the relationship, broke off contact, or just disappeared. Like an oboe, diving under and gone. Like the Bermuda Triangle, vanished and never seen again. But belonging is also an issue that's on his mind. Specifically when it comes to himself, the standing up for himself, there's an issue here. Things are a bit shaky right now with what he or she is dealing with, that maybe he really never stood up for what he truly wanted. Especially when it comes to belonging with you, that there was something there. There might also be a trust issue. The issue of trust towards him is also coming up. Maybe he was never really able to trust himself. And did he listen to others instead? Let's take a look and see what more we can find out. So the sense of belonging with you, this is what it's about here. His issue is definitely the connection to you. Dear ones, we're going to look at the time tendencies again, what's being shown, whether it's days, weeks, months, or even the exact day of the week, exactly which one. We'll take a look. But, collective lion, I know I'm repeating myself, but it's so important that I keep saying it. You have the timing in your own hands. But I've also heard from many people that the timing indications really did fit, that it really happened exactly at that time, within that time frame. Okay, let's continue here now. So, is your special someone thinking about a connection? Partnership, that's a big topic. Here too, there are the affiliations, as I said. So there really is something here that concerns the connection, the relationship, that has to do with the relationship. Because maybe right now he can't really stand himself anymore either. But his main issue is partnership. That's what he's dealing with. That's what's going on inside him. It's possible there's another person involved here where it's also about a partnership. We'll take a closer look. We go into detail. We'll see what exactly is going on, what this partnership is all about. But in any case, it's about the connection to you as well. Maybe he always wanted to get out of an obligation, or he always felt obligated to this other person. So I really think there's a major issue here that others truly have an influence on him or her. Yes, the sense of belonging, the connection with you, that maybe he made a decision he didn't really want to make. Maybe others made a decision for him or her. So do we have any more? Well, one thing I can say for sure, they've already had quite a bit to drink. But, I think I mentioned it recently, as things get brought up more often, you get that feeling of, wait, we've heard this before. That means if something comes up frequently on a regular basis, then it's definitely a very present energy, just like in personal readings. So even if you had a reading and then a few months or weeks later you have another one and the same thing comes up again, that means consistency. It's definitely going to happen that way. So something is definitely coming. And now it definitely has to do with your environment, with the wrong people, the wrong ones. Beliefs of your loved one, entanglements, blockages. For some of you here, it really is about a rival, or that he just had a knee-jerk reaction and chose someone else. Just like that, boo man, I'm gone. But there's nothing lasting here, because the topic of relationships and connection is still on his mind. And of course, he also sees that it's a complicated path, but it has also been complicated between the two of you. He made the whole thing really complicated for himself. You're the kind of person who says, hey, why there's a solution here and a solution there, you can just make everything simple. It's really not that complicated. But in his mind, in his thoughts, he made it all very complicated, all these entanglements. Because outside influences are definitely at play here. But what I also find really beautiful here is that we're talking about the influence of others. We're dealing with a connection, a relationship, a partnership. And here it's moving toward renewal. Something is happening here. And I really sense excitement here. So his inner world is truly filled with excitement, with restlessness. Because things just aren't working the way they are anymore. There's something really powerful going on here, which I now see as something positive. And I'm honestly very nervous, restless. And here's the thing, we're in the area that concerns you, in the energy, in your direction, regarding the connection to you, whether he has already let go. And I'm telling you, there's still a vibration. There's still that vibration present. There's still the energy frequency. There's still something with you, directed toward you. So let's see what else is being shown here, what's still happening, what's really going on, and whether he or she has already completely moved on. Let's take a look. Okay. So one thing I can already tell you is that he's really incredibly nervous. I also sense him as being totally restless. He's actually disappointed in himself. Pure disappointment. Because for him, it's really like nothing is the way it used to be. And it definitely has to do with you. So he's definitely still preoccupied with you. To what extent? Let's go into detail. Because with him, there are real attachments. It's truly a very, very big issue. He pushed it away. Above all, he or she or counterpart pushed away love. That's what he hasn't really seen all this time. And I also want to say, if you've ever been in a relationship, it was also the case that he maybe never fully told you how much he loves you or fully admitted his love for you, because I always see this secret here. There was always a bit of a different image presented to the outside world. And you, if you were in a relationship, haven't fully lived out your love yet, because there was always outside influence from others. It could have been from family, from the environment. No matter what it was, there was always some kind of influence from outside. And that's where this heaviness comes from. He always felt kind of restricted. Not by your direct actions, but rather by his inherent situation. These are deeply rooted attachments from his personal past, stemming from his own unresolved issues, which he has never truly managed to completely break free from, even to this very day. And your loved one, the person on your mind, he is also preoccupied. He is definitely still thinking about you, because I see him completely in doubt that really does think about you. I can see his thoughts are directed your way, and I say this quite often. It's not like it's non-stop that he can't sleep or eat anymore because you're the only thing on his mind. No, not like that. But it's also the case that you might think, well, he could get in touch, or you wonder, why does he keep popping into my head so often? It's him. It's his energy. You two are so intensely connected that when he thinks of you, you feel it. Because I see you as very, very sensitive. I also see you as very spiritual here. And that's the connection you have. So if you think, I'm always thinking about him, but nothing is coming from his side. No, that's not the case. Not at all. And he will definitely tell you at some point that he often thought about you. Absolutely. Because there is really a lot happening with him right now. He hasn't let go of you at all. I sense him very strongly in his thought. And the entanglements he's caught up in, that's what he will also free himself from. Not that he wants Tor will do it, because I already see him taking action here. So he's already moving in that direction. Letting go of the old completely, because this is about connections. He wants to get out of all of it. He's even already thinking about what a relationship with you would be like. That's what you don't notice on the outside. In his thoughts or her thoughts, there is the connection, the attraction. Those are his issues. He wants a partnership with you. But he also knows it can't go on the way it was before. He's thinking about contact or relationship, as I said. That's when his thoughts come in, the connection, the experiences with you, all those beautiful moments. And then right away that fleeting feeling comes back, and whatever has always been brought in from the outside, making things difficult between the two of you. And that's where he is now, at this realization. Because that's what I see on the level of consciousness of someone dear to your heart, that things can't go on like this anymore. He definitely wants to have that connection with you again. He hasn't let go of you yet. Because he feels happiness with you, and he knows that the connection you had together was never truly easy or carefree. There was no lightness. There was always something, someone always intruded, as if you were always supposed to be pushed away. And he never fully stood by his love for you. And now he knows he wants a connection with you. He feels that there was something truly special between the two of you. No matter how you met him or how you see him out there now, we are seeing what is happening inside your counterpart. That's what we see, and that's what I'm telling you. Because on the outside, I mean, he can put on an act, he can do that really well, but right now I truly see him here as very, very, very burdened. And he really has a lot of problems. He is now really working on all his problems, all his entanglements, all the blockages he has. So regarding his environment, he is truly trying to clean things up, to get it all sorted out. And he wants to have contact with you again. He wants a relationship with you. So I'm not just seeing contact here, but I actually see a relationship between the two of you. Of course, he's a bit unsure whether you even want this anymore, whether you're still open to it. But your counterpart knows that things can't go back to how they were in the past. He or she doesn't want it to be that way anymore either. Because something really clicked for him. It's really like, yes, as if the sun has risen and he's had this moment of enlightenment. I mean, I've got complete enlightenment showing up for this person in March. It's what he didn't want to see all this time. He was like in a tunnel, always wearing blinders. No, 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 that's not possible. I don't want that, because that's how narrow-minded I've always seen him. He wanted it with you the whole time, but again and again, like a pull, something kept dragging him back into the past, like he was stuck in a chair, his old behavioral pattern. But that's definitely going to be resolved, because now he's on board. And he truly wants this relationship. We are really talking about the profound connection. Here he desires it once again with you right now. Or with you. So depending on whether you two have already been in a relationship or not. But he is taking action here. These are the things happening in the background that you might not notice. Maybe you do, maybe you don't, until you actually notice them. He wants to clear everything up completely and truly have a fresh start with you. Like a meeting between you two on a different level, where you meet each other as equals. You've also gone through a change yourself. You've experienced quite a lot with him too. And the connection with him, whatever happened, cost you an incredible amount of tears. I also saw you completely down, this feeling of being shaken, of not understanding it. That was also present in the connection, in the relationship you two had with each other. As I said, you know what your situation was like. It was always like this heaviness. Then something would happen. Then for a short while, nothing happened, and then something else would come up again. And you kept pulling away from it. And that made the whole connection difficult. And by the way, he or she knows that too. He is aware of it. He knows that you suffered. So I would say he really has had quite a few realizations. And he knows he wants to change everything. He will come back to you. He wants the connection, the relationship with you. But as I said, completely new, on a different, more mature level. Because he really is in a phase of growth here and has realized a lot. But he closes himself off, so he doesn't talk about it either. I always sense this closed off attitude from him or her. But that doesn't matter at all, because from the outside, he can be as closed off as he wants. Because the most important thing I can tell you now is that he will actually open up to you, truly open up. And there too, he will tell you what has been going on, especially also what he did wrong. But not all at once, it's coming in stages. It's being revealed step by step. And what else do we have now? It's really this heaviness that he or she carries, okay? But with this profound and significant heaviness, it also clearly and unequivocally shows that things will indeed move forward again. Because here, this deep and meaningful connection truly means the immense burden, the considerable and enduring strain. It's all a challenging and crucial test, which he kept putting off again and again, constantly pushing it away, not wanting to face it. And now he or she is looking at it. So let me put it this way. He's looking at the whole thing, but not the way you do. Not as intensely. He doesn't really go into the smallest details. Instead, I see him as quite stubborn in his thinking. So it's not that all men are the same, just as not all women are the same. Everyone has their own personality and different reactions. And with him, it's like this. Deep down, I sense that he is actually very, very, very soft inside. And the thing is, he's actually afraid of doing something wrong. And that's always been the reason why he kept withdrawing. Because deep down, I have actually completely disappointed him. I have disappointed him in himself. And yes, maybe he wasn't always completely honest with you either. So I just sense that he is very closed off. But as I said, it's beautiful. This is a test he is facing. He doesn't see what happened here as a lesson to be learned. He just says, okay, I don't want this anymore. It's going to change now. So he doesn't look at what was going on with him or what the cause is or how far back it goes. No, it's just, it will be changed. That's it. It's like, yeah, as if you're tinkering with a car or something and say, okay, so now I have this design. Okay, now I'll make a different design. He doesn't ask why it broke or anything like that. No, I'll just make it new. Something like that. So exactly like that. I haven't seen him think in detail, but that doesn't matter at all. The result is important, the big picture. And that's where it's heading into the connection, into the relationship with you. And that will definitely be resolved. And that's important to him. The connection with you is important to him. We have the sun, and the sun is the greatest card of happiness. On top of that, so in that sense, it couldn't be better than what is being shown here. And with the sun, it's also the case that for him, truly, warmth is returning inside him. The warmth, the connection, the devotion to you as well. Above all, that this optimism is being rekindled. And the greatest card of happiness means that this is also being completely replaced here. And by the way, we also have the greatest happiness here, double happiness. So all in all, we have triple happiness. That's just incredible. That means when there are so many cards of happiness present, that the negative is being replaced, minimized, reduced. And that's already a huge step towards healing here. It's the turning point because it's coming to you. So I don't even have to say that something still needs to happen or that movement needs to come because it's already on the home stretch, heading your way because he's already turned around, because he knows that's what he wants. As I said, that's being replaced. And sunshine, yes, so really absolutely fantastic because he has an immense attraction. And there really was a very karmic entanglement between you two. And now that's in the process of being released. That's being resolved. The complete transformation is being shown, the connection between the two of you. And yes, he would also tell you that, so I also sense a lot of warmth here. He would tell you, he would also let you know, and he wants the connection. So he definitely hasn't let go of you yet. And I'll be completely honest with you now, he's holding on to you more strongly than you might think right now or have ever experienced from him or her. He's thinking about you more than you might actually realize. And if you feel something where you think, wow, why am I suddenly thinking about him so often? That's your counterpart. And regarding the timing, when you have contact again, so something big is already happening now. So we see that a lot is happening here and that he's really making this cut as well. So we really have clear movement here. So 2, 3 weeks, maybe 4 weeks, something like that. That's when things really explode in a big way. That he really, yes, that's when it's done and over with. That he no longer falls back into the negative past. I'll put it this way, 2 or 3 weeks could also mean months, yes. So within this time frame, that's when the whole thing will be resolved. So days, weeks, months, 12 to 3, yes. And then things really start to move quickly. That, especially regarding a committed life partnership, even if it remains a bit of a secret at first, that's totally fine. That's what I think is so great here. Because even if it stays a secret at first, that's exactly what we're doing here. That bonds you so closely together, nothing can come between you. And now, if we also consider the season, that's good, right? But the season is always tricky, so let's rather leave that out because you never really know how or what. But I would say something is really happening here. And above all, he feels the warmth. The warmth is also very important. And it's also like this, I think maybe on a Sunday, perhaps on a Sunday, that he really takes a bit more time to relax and really tries to have a conversation with you. It could also be a little trip or something like that that he does. With him, I see more of a change happening. And this change I see as fantastic. So, as I said, there is a slight delay in some parts, yes. But in terms of timing, we really have a lot of movement happening. And it won't take much longer. So, within 2 to 3 months during this period, that doesn't mean only then. And you have it in your own hands. So that means relax, lean back, and you don't need to do anything. It's very important always step out of your own energy. So if anything comes up, really let him handle it on his own and step out of the energy. We have a wonderful connection between the two of you, and in any case, the circle between you will close again. He hasn't let it go, and above all, he hasn't released it. Okay, all the best to you. Thank you for watching, and I wish you a wonderful, beautiful rest of your day. Bye.